Hey, what's going on, everybody? Garnet Walters here. I hope you're having a great day. Despite all the craziness that's been happening in the past, few weeks. I hope you all are safe. This video, I'm going to talk about how to create your own rig using two keyboards on Mainstage. So I'm just going to jump right into it. As you can see here, I have this preset that you loads up when you open up Mainstage. It's actually one of the options: electric piano and synth. Um, right, you see that there. Um, the thing is, I'm going to tweak it a bit because I have two different kinds of keyboards. So I have my top board is going to be the Oxygen 61, and my bottom board is the MPK 88. And the way I'm going to flip it is like this. I'm going to go into layout. As you can see here, this screen will pop up. Before I do anything, I add the MIDI activity indicator. Put that there so I know that my MIDI is working. I'm going to start with my top board. This is Oxygen 61. Now, there are two different ways to go about doing this. You can click on whatever part of the keyboard you want and change it, but I find that it's a lot faster to do the assign. So I press assign, the button will turn red, and then whatever is selected there, you can assign it. So I'm going to press a key on this Oxygen 61, and right here you'll see it will just change to Oxygen 61 because that's what's being read. Do the same thing with the mod wheel, and I'm going to do the same thing with the pitch bender. So as long as you have the assign button lit up red here, you can just click and then just change, and then it will automatically change to Oxygen 61. Another thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take off the layers. So I'm going to click the layers. I don't want that, so I'll click that. I'm going to change the name to Oxygen 61. Now it says here I have 76 keys, but no, I actually have 61. So I'm going to change it to 61. All right, the low key is C0, and that's right because the lowest key is C. I'm gonna leave that alone. Then what I like to do is actually I'll get rid of this stuff here and get rid of that, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to add some faders. So I go to group controls here. I'm going to check out these faders. The Oxygen 61 actually has 9 faders, so I'm going to put those up, put it up like this for right now, for the sake of the video. And I'm going to do the assign thing again. So I press assign, go to each fader, right? See, as long as I click on the fader or whatever I want, it will automatically read it as the Oxygen 61. All right. So now that that's done, take the assign off. Now I'm going to go to the bottom board, which is the MPK 88. All right. Now I'm going to take the layers off. I don't like seeing the layers. I'm going to bring this down a bit. Do the same thing with these. Oops. Bring them down like that. I'm missing it. There we go. There we go. Put it down that way. And I'm going to add 8 faders here. I'm going to add 8. And again, I'm just doing it, this way for the sake of the video. I'm just going to resize it. There we go. Oops, I don't mean to move the piano. Yeah, I'm not trying to move the piano. I'm not trying to move it. There we go. So I have those faders there. I'm going to assign the faders first. So go to assign. And the MPK 88 has 8 faders. So I'm going to assign each thing like so. right? And also you can see as I'm changing it up, right? It's changing the MIDI port to port 1 Akai MPK88. I'm going to do the same thing with the keys, the mod wheel, the pitch bender, the pedal, and the expression. All right. Now I'm going to click here, click on the keys, and as you can see here, it says that there's 78, but no, there isn't. There's 88. So put 88 keys there, and the lowest key is not C, it's actually an A. So A minus 1, right? And you can tell if you got it right if you look at the keys here, right? You see the A there, and it looks like an 88 key keyboard or like a grand piano. So that's how you set up the assignments and the mapping, you know, with the two boards. Now we start to get into creating the sounds and stuff, creating the rig. So as you can see here, we have two sounds here. We have an electric piano, and then we have a synth pad. All right. So let's say I want to create like a mini orchestra or something. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create, see, I'm going to have a grand piano. Put a piano. Let's try the Bosendorfer grand piano. Let's try that out. All right, cool. So we have the grand piano there, and I want to build a mini orchestra here on the top board. So what I'm going to do is I am going to change this sound from a pad to some strings. So what I'm going to do is, you know what? I feel like going into the past. So let's try the legacy. Go into the legacy. Go to Logic. We're going to try the pop strings. Create a bed first. So we're going to have warm string section. All right. So we have the piano at the bottom. We have the strings on the top. Now we have to assign the faders to each instrument. So we're going to start with the piano first. So we go to the first fader, you click on it, and then it will bring us to this screen here. And it's going to go to unmapped. What you do after that, you go to Bosendorfer piano, you click on it, then it will bring you to this screen here, which is a volume. Click on that, and now it controls the volume. Now you do the same thing with these strings, but I'm going to do it on the oxygen. So I click on the first fader here, and I'm going to go to warm string section. Go to volume. All right. So now you know what? I want to add an analog pad to it, like a nice soft pad. So I'm going to press this plus sign here, and there are going to be some other things I want to add. So let's see. I want to add flutes, French horn, let's see, the analog pad. So that's 3 different channels, 3 extra channels. So I'm going to add 3. Right? All right. So with that being said, I'm going to start with this channel here. I'm going to go to Legacy because there's a pad that I like there. called Blue Carpet. I'm going to find that one. Right, go to Logic, Synthesizers, Synth Pad, go to Blue Carpet. Right? Then I'm going to go to the second fader, go to Blue Carpet, Volume. Right, so this is Blue Carpet. Cool. Then after that, I'm going to go to this channel here. And you know what? I'm really in a legacy mood today. So I'm going to go to Legacy again. Go to Logic. Legacy is pretty much Logic 9. That's what that is. So Legacy, Logic. I'm going to go to orchestral. Let's go to brass. And we'll just go to French horn section. We'll add that, French horns, right? So I'm going to turn down this fader here for the Blue Carpet. All right, French horn section. Let's see. I like the legato one better. They sound the same. Either way. So I'm going to pick French horn section. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to go to the fourth fader now. On the Oxygen 61. Click on French horn. Go to volume. And all right. Then I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to pick the flutes. Again, I feel like I'm in this legacy mode, so I'm going to just keep at it. I'm going to go to Legacy, Logic, Orchestral, go to Woodwinds. Let's go to Flute section. Right? I'm going to turn down French horn. Let's see. Let me try. I like the flute section better. All right, so go to flute section. Go to the fifth fader here. Click on the fifth fader. Flute section. The same thing. Volume. So. All right, so it looks like the faders are working. Now we're going to create a blend. All right, so this is just some extra bonus footage here. So I have an analog pad. I'll start with that. Then I'm going to add the strings. Then I'm going to add French horn. Analog pad, the French horns, and the flute. But you know what? I realized what I did. I actually skipped a fader. So what I'm going to do is really simple. I'm going to go to Mappings, click on the fourth fader, change that. I'm going to delete that. I'm going to do the same thing with the flutes. And then all I'm going to do is move the third fader to the French horns. Right, make sure that works. All right, French horn. And then the fourth one I'm going to put as a flute. Right? And that's working. So now we're just going to put this blend together really quickly. I hear the flutes, but I wanted to cut out a little more. I want them to cut through. So I'm going to go to the flute section, then go to MIDI input, and I'm going to move it up an octave. Let's hear what it sounds like. So, there we fade down. Now let's hear everything with the bottom keyboard. Now we didn't forget about the piano, so let's check this out. So that's how you make a two keyboard rig, and you can use this for any style of music. Like I just decided to do some type of orchestra kind of thing. You could use it for like jazz stuff, or fusion, R&B, whatever comes to your mind. You could just use this kind of concept and create you know whatever you want. Again, I hope this is helpful. If you made it to the end of this video, please type Mainstage in the comments so that I know that you made it to the end of the video. Also, if you have any questions, please feel free to leave a question in the comments. I read the comments and check them out. If you haven't subscribed, also please press the subscribe button. I really appreciate it. And for those who have subscribed, I really appreciate the support. And I hope all of this material is helping you. And I'm open to learning from you all as well, because we're all on this journey together. We all want to get better. We all want to, improve our sound and improve musically so we can play effectively and stuff. So, yeah, with that being said, man, I hope this video helped. Be safe out there. And have a great day. Peace.